Here's an uncomfortable truth. Your product doesn't need to be the best. It just needs to be seen. Most businesses collapse not because their product isn't good, but because nobody knows about it. I've built the marketing engine behind 19 active franchisees with 3,300 students this term alone doing our programs. So today, I'm giving you 7 years of that experience in 10 minutes for free and the exact local marketing system that's beating paid ads for my network. Righto, guys, welcome back to Courtside Conversations with Emile. It's a pleasure to have you back. So 2 months ago, I held a live workshop with our franchisees, and the title of the workshop was Low-Cost Marketing Tactics to Build Your Pipeline All Year Round. Franchisees got a lot of value from that workshop, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the key insights from that workshop. In that workshop, I've put all 7 years of my marketing and my knowledge in a 10-minute video. Let's get cracking into point number one. Point number one, marketing is the lifeblood of your business, and most people get this wrong. It doesn't matter, guys, how good your product or service. I know as business owners, we obsess about having the best product or service, but we don't obsess about how we're going to get that out for people to actually use it. Because at the end of the day, if you've got the best product or service, and nobody knows about it, they won't buy from you. If they don't know you, they won't buy from you. So it's a mindset shift that we need to change from, rather than having the best product or service. Yes, you do have to have a good product or service, but just remember, if you don't have a strong marketing engine, they're not going to buy from you. And do you know what the irony is? When economic times get tough, do you know what the first thing business owners cut from their budget is? They cut marketing. Isn't that counterintuitive? If times are getting tough, and you need to bring more revenue into the business, and you cut off all your marketing and your ad spend and your agency fees, that's counterintuitive. How are you meant to keep growing? I'll never understand that. So marketing is something that you need to have a budget aside, and you've got to keep it all year round. Now, mistake number one that I see business owners make: do not outsource marketing until you understand marketing. A lot of business owners just want to outsource marketing to an agency. I don't recommend you do that. I recommend you learn the basic fundamentals of marketing before you outsource it to an agency, right? Because if you're going to outsource to an agency, how are you going to know if the agency is doing a good job? You would have no clue. They might be doing a great job. They might be doing a crap job. You have no baseline. You have no experience. So the first thing that all business owners should learn is how to market their product or service before they get an agency to do it for them. Mistake number two: people think marketing is just posting out content and saying, book now, get a free quote, trial last, book now. That's not marketing, guys. That's what I call spamming your CTAs. If you don't know what a CTA stands for, it's call to action. That's not marketing, right? That's just spamming your CTAs, and you'll probably find out very soon that your engagement's going to drop. So you're probably asking, okay, Emile, so if I'm not going to spam my customers, how do I market my service? You're going to use an approach that I got from Gary Vaynerchuk. It's called jab, 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 hook. And no, we're not talking boxing. The jab, 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 hook approach is you want to give value-based content to your ideal customer. Value piece one, value piece two, value piece three, and then you're going to do a call to action with a hook, buy now, whatever. But what most business owners do when they're posting on social media, buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now, your followers at the end of the day are just going to unfollow you because all you're doing is spamming their call to action. Instead, for one call to action, you're going to do 3 value pieces of content. I'm going to show you how to do those later on in the video, so stick around. Okay, so that's mistake number one and mistake number two sorted. However, there's still one more problem that's really going to help you if you have a physical brick and mortar location. Point number two, local area marketing beats any type of national-wide marketing. Now, if you're coming into a franchise, remember there's 2 types of marketing. There's national-wide marketing that the franchisor takes care of, and there's local area marketing that you as a franchisee takes care of. Results show that franchisees' local area marketing efforts far outweigh the national program that a franchisor, the national marketing program that a franchisor might do. And I'll give you this great example that I read from Alex Hormozi. Imagine you're on your phone and you're scrolling through Facebook and you see one ad that says, hey, people living in Australia, this is for you. You might keep scrolling. Let's say they layer it one step deeper and they label your state. Hey, people in New South Wales, this is for you. Might catch more of your attention. Let's say they go one step deeper and they label your city. People in Sydney, this is for you. Might get your attention even more. Let's say they name your suburb. People in Belmore, because I live in Belmore, I used to live in Belmore, this is for you. And then the ultimate one is, let's say they actually label your street, right? People living or person living in 123 ABC Street, this is for you. Now, obviously that will never happen, but you'll get that and you'll stop scrolling. Oh my God, this is where I live. The point is local area marketing in terms of a franchise, or if you have a small business, such as a brick and mortar store, is the best type of marketing that you can do to get leads all year round. And if you are a franchise or a small business, it's the best leverage that you can take. Okay, so now how are we going to hit our local area customers? Let's get into the next point. Point number 3, stick to one platform only, and we're going to post value-based content. When people start marketing, they want to be everywhere. They want to do this, they want to do that, they want to do Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn. They end up doing an average mediocre job across all the platforms. For you, if you're just starting up in your social media marketing, you're going to stick with one platform, master one platform, and then move to the next. So why are we focusing on social media marketing, organic posting, such as posting on your Facebook or Instagram? It is the highest ROI leverage that you can have as a small business owner. If you post a really good, engaging reel on Instagram and it blows up and you get 1 million views on that, think about how much that cost you, almost nothing. And think about how much that would cost you to get paid ads, because with these platforms, you have to pay money to get reach. But if you post a really good Instagram ad that goes viral, gets 1 million views, that almost costs nothing. So the biggest ROI that you can do for your business is organic socials, posting on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, those types of platforms. Now, disclaimer alert, massive disclaimer alert. When you are posting on social media, ignore the views for the first year. Don't worry about the views. I tell you why. You're going to start on this. You're going to post a reel. It's going to have 50 views. The next one's going to have 60 views. The next one's going to have 80 views. And then you're going to say to yourself, far out, man, what a waste of my time. It only got 60 views. And you're going to stop doing it. You got to understand these platforms reward consistency. Do not ignore the views. Pretend you have a blind photo. Just keep posting and ignore the views, because eventually you're going to get better and better. But at the start, it does take time to build up. Hey, just quickly, if you want to see if a Little Boomers basketball franchise is the right fit for you, book a discovery call with me and I'd love to have a chat. Okay, Emile, that sounds great, but what type of content am I meant to be posting? The content that you are posting is what your ideal customer or avatar wants to see. It's not content that you want to see as a business owner. Too many people get tripped up. They put content that they think their ideal customer would like. You want to post content that your avatar is going to like. I'll give you an example. Our avatar is parents with kids ages 3 to 12, because we offer basketball programs. Some of the contents that we might do, value-based content, I'll give you an example. 3 tips to keep your child active during the school holidays, because parents really struggle during that holiday period to keep their child active. Another example might be 4 common mistakes we see parents make when they sign up for our program. Another bit might be, if your child is shy and can't join our class, here are 3 things we recommend you do at home. Because a lot of parents come to us saying that their child's shy. We're not too sure if they're going to like Little Boomers basketball. So you need to figure out who your ideal avatar or customer is and design content, value-based content around what they want to see. And remember, you're going to apply the jab, jab, jab hook approach. So for us, when we're posting on our social media pages, we might do a content on school holidays, tips for parents, and then the third one might be whatever, how to improve your child's dribbling. Then our 4th one will be, hey, find a Little Boomers class near you. So remember, 3 value pieces of content and then 1 call to action. That's the habit that you want to get into. You're never going to put a call to action until you've given your audience 3 pieces of value. So remember, 1 to 4, 3 value pieces of content, 1 call to action. Okay, so now you know what to post. The thing is, you need an efficient system to keep posting. Let me share with you what I'm about to show you. Point number 4, businesses need humans on camera, not Canva graphics. What you need to understand is, for the next 10 years, with AI and artificial intelligence blowing up, we're seeing it all, ChatGPT images and everything, right? Everything's so perfect. Everything is so artificial. Right now, it is the best time to create videos for your audience, authentic, natural, you-type videos, because that's all people want to see. They want to see authentic, real content, because you're just getting flooded with all this AI content. And yes, that means you need to get over your fear of not wanting to be on camera. It's a harsh reality, but you have to do it. Your business depends on you. And I'll tell you the quickest way to get over your phobia of not wanting to be on camera, get to 100 video records as fast as possible. Because I guarantee you, by your 100th video record, you will be a lot more confident than your first one. It's just a matter of reps. So get to 100 real quick. So the question is then, okay, what type of video content do I need to put up? The best type of video content is when you hook up a camera to someone when they're actually doing a task. So what we do at Little Boomers Basketball is we mic up a coach, and the coach is explaining the drills, they're interacting with the kids, they're saying why it's important, and that content does very well. Because number one, it shows the strength of the coach and the quality of the class, and number two, it's very natural. It's part of the program. That's the type of content you want to do. So if you're a plumber, right, hire a videographer, mic them up, and just get them to explain to the camera what they're doing. This is like, for example, this is a common mistake I see when I go out to a house to fix whatever, right? I'm not a plumber. If you're a painter, hook up. This is how I get the painting to look perfect, right? And get them on camera to actually explain what they're doing. That is how you can create tons and tons of value-based content. What you don't want to do is you don't want to hook a founder up and say in that monotone voice, we've been around for 23 years. Little Boomers Basketball specializes in back, finished, audience is scrolling through. So I recommend either yourself, if you're on the tools, or your employees, hire a videographer, mic them up, do a day in the life series, and have them talk on camera about what they're doing. And just an FYI, I would recommend you pick the person that's most comfortable on camera. Okay, now we need to create a system that allows us to do this on autopilot, because as business owners, we don't have time to do this. Let me share with you a quick and efficient system that you can use. Point number 5, you need to be serious and deliberate about content planning. Organic posting is a long-term play. You're not going to get amazing results in your first week of posting. The platforms reward consistency. So what you need to do is pick a cadence of how much you want to post, once a day, 3 times a week, whatever it is, and you must stick with that for a minimum of 12 months. Everybody's a bit different. Pick your cadence, but you must stick with it. What the platforms hate is inconsistent posting. You post 3 times in a week, and then I don't hear from you for a month. Funny enough, there's an interesting podcast statistic. For those that start podcast, 80 to 90% of people do not get past their 10th episode. Just listen to that for a second. 80 to 90% of podcasters do not get through their first 10 episodes. Why do you think that is? They have the energy, they're excited, they start their first couple of podcasts, and then they realize, far out, man, this took so much time editing all this, and only 2 people viewed it. You know what? It's not worth my time. So remember, you've got to be consistent. So my advice is you get a content planner, a spreadsheet that maps out all of your content for the month. You know, which pieces of content are you recording? When are you recording it? Have it done 1 month in advance. 1 month in advance. That's how we do it at Little Boomers Basketball. We make sure we have a videographer come down and we map out 1 month of it in advance, so we're always 1 month ahead. Please don't be one of those business owners that say, you know what, I'm just going to go record content tomorrow. It can't be an ad hoc when I have time. You have to be deliberate and intentional about your content planning days. By the way, I've created a free content tracker that you can use. You can plug in what month it is, what content you're recording, and the different types of shorts, and you can have it all recorded. It's free. Click on the link below to download my free content planner. So remember, guys, I can't stress this anymore. You need to stay consistent with your posting rhythm. If you're going to commit to once a week, commit to once a week. If you're going to commit to 3 times posting a week, commit to 3 times posting a week. But you have to stay consistent with that rhythm. And remember, do not spam your audience. If you're trying to build a following online and you're just going to spam them with call to actions, book now, get a free quote, blah, 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 they're going to become disengaged. Remember, jab, 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 hook. For every 1 piece of promotional content, you have to have 3 before that are value-based content. And that brings us to the end of the video. I have a challenge for you. I want you to publicly commit right now. In the comment section, tell me when you're going to start posting content online and what your frequency is going to be. For example, I'm starting next week and I'm going to post 3 times a week. You have to stay committed. So my challenge to you, drop in the comment when you're starting and how many you're going to be posting each week, and stay committed to it. By the way, guys, if you like this video, I've got a similar video for you to watch in the comment section, which shows you which marketing channel to go to that's going to drive the best success for your business, click on the link below. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.